Hello, it's Stuart, the Unrepentant Atheist here, and I've been going through some of the very old episodes of Atheist Experience to find some interesting calls. And we've got a call here. There's no video on this old episode. It's from 2002. They've just got the audio, but hey, I'll take the audio rather than nothing at all. After all, the audio is what we listen to, and which provides our brains with the food to feed on. So so for this particular call, somebody's calling in and he's basically saying that they've been talking about Mormons and they've been running people down, and why pick on Christians? Christians can be are nice people, and why are they denigrating people, etc., etc. And I'm not going to do the whole conversation, but Martin rebutted it, saying that he's not rebutting people. He's not denigrating people as such. He's denigrating beliefs, and if he thinks that beliefs are worthy of denigration and critique, then obviously he's going to make those comments. So the conversation sort of moved along, and we're going to pick it up here near the end because there are one or two interesting comments. So let's go ahead. They're talking about the fact that there's a Supreme Court judge or some judge, and the caller is claiming that he's got a spotless record, even though he's a Christian. And Martin said, well, actually, no, he hasn't. But let's listen.
What was this case?
I'll look it up.
Okay, because societal standards, lots of judges did the same thing back then.
Yeah, sorry. The case was that a lesbian mother was not allowed to keep her child. And Martin is saying that this is because of, obviously, religious beliefs.
Well,
it wasn't based on anything other than misinformation about homosexuals. And society has changed since then.
Yep, and that information on homosexuals mostly came from religion.
Mm-hmm. No, what are you talking about, man?
It's what basis.
Another Christian who hasn't read his Bible. Oh my God, the number of quotes in the New Testament and Old Testament that make it very, very clear that homosexuality is an utter sin in Christian eyes. And if there are any Christians out there who say, oh no, we're modern Christians, homosexuality is fine with us, well, okay, fair enough, but it's not fine with your Bible. And if it's not fine with your Bible, I'm surprised you believe any of your Bible at all.
Yeah, I mean, Leviticus, pretty much says it outright. I mean, gay people are to be stoned to death. That's because they're an abomination in the sight of the Lord. That's.
Yeah, and I remember Paul. I can't remember which Pauline epistle it is. Is he writing to the Corinthians? I can't remember exactly. I need to look it up. But I do distinctly remember him particularly criticizing the communities there, the emerging Christian communities, and saying this must stop. This homosexuality, same-sex, carnal expression must stop because it's a sin and it's from the devil, etc. Words to that effect. Anyway, there's absolutely no doubt at all that in Paul's eyes, and let's face it, Paul was more the father of Christianity really than Jesus was. He's really the one that got it going, at least in the form that it is today. His view definitely was that homosexuality was a sin. There's no question of that.
That's where homophobic ideas are rooted in. I mean, religious belief.
Yeah, there's people in PETA who think that people that eat animals should be killed.
I know.
Yeah, okay, so now he's saying that it's a fringe view. No, it's not a fringe view, and I would wager that the majority of Christians today still hold on to this belief that all the trans rights that we've got and the homosexuality, it's all basically sin, and people are going to burn in hell. No, it's not a fringe view. There's also nothing in the Bible that what he's just said, that people who eat animals should be killed. This is a vegan thing, so it's completely and actually it's probably quite a common vegan thing, but this is certainly a very common Christian thing, and it's rooted in religion, and this is the whole point.
wacky people in every walk of life.
Yeah, and they're just as kooky. Hey, listen, you brought up a...
Yeah, well, the thing is, yes, there are wacky people in all walks of life, but the point is that most Christians don't think that opposing homosexuality is wacky. They think that it's completely normal, and it's actually conforming to their own religious beliefs. So, you know, I'm a bit disappointed there that they didn't really quite clear that up, that he's making a false equivalence.
You guys are great, man. I watch your show every week, and I'm just, to me, it's like, who cares? People propose, BS ideas every day.
Well,
yeah, well, this guy's saying, who cares? People propose BS ideas every day. The point is, we're fortunate that we live in a society, in the Western world at least, where we can criticize ideas. It's one of the great features, freedom of speech, which is not absolute, but we are allowed to criticize religious ideas and all sorts of ideas. And you can say, well, who cares, etc., etc. But if we're going to turn this culture from a pluralistic kind of culture where people can express different ideas and criticize them, if we're going to say, oh, well, who cares, people got different ideas, no need to criticize, and we're going to say, well, actually, let's not criticize, and we're going to have a culture where ideas are not criticized, I see that as a very dangerous path. I like this tension that we've got in society between competing ideas, and this dialogue needs to go on. And I see the Atheist Experience and other shows like it, and Christian shows as well, Christians criticizing atheists. I see all this as a very healthy thing. We've got to have this tension, we've got to have this conflict of intellect in order to arrive continually at better conditions. So that's my view. I don't agree with this guy. They don't either. I thought maybe they could have expressed it slightly better, but
the old saying about there was people kept saying stand up to be counted, and I didn't.
Yeah.
And until they got to me, and then, or however it goes.
Nobody was left.
But listen, Carl, you brought up a bunch of...
Yeah, well, that's right. Martin expressed it very well there. If we don't, I mean, if people don't stand up for their beliefs, and if people don't criticize beliefs, who knows where we could end up. So
excellent points. It was a very good debate. Appreciate it.
No problem, and
Thanks,
I appreciate your time. Have a good one.
Sure. Call us back any old time.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, it's a bit ironic, really. This guy's calling in, he's saying, "Oh, you're doing a great job," etc., etc., etc. On the other hand, he's saying he's effectively telling them to close their show down and stop criticizing ideas. Really weird kind of call, but there you are. I thought you'd enjoy that. I hope you did enjoy it, and I'll be back again with another video soon. Let me know what you think about this one. Thanks for watching.